Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Auto Chris, man. I had a video request by one of my subscribers. You know, I only got a few subscribers, but you know who you are, buddy. Um, he asked about your first year of trucking. What should you expect to make uh your first year of trucking? Man, listen, I'm gonna be honest about this, man. First things first, you want to get into trucking school, right? I would suggest that you go into trucking school, right? I'm gonna get to the money part, but I just want to get this out of the way. I would suggest you get into trucking school. I think you should go to a trucking school that offers at least a 6-month program. Get a lot of guys on YouTube to say, "Oh, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that." You're gonna get a lot of guys who say, "Oh, they're gonna say, you don't need to do that. You can go, I got a guy down here. You can go get your CDL with this guy. He got a truck, get your permit. You can get your drive time with this guy and all that type of stuff." That's all cool. You can do that. Go ahead and do that. But to be honest, depending on how you come into the industry, may affect your job entry, which will, as a result, affect how much you're going to be making. Okay? So, let me just get that out the way. So, let's just say you choose to go the trucking school route, right? You choose to go the trucking school route. Okay. When you're in trucking school, because you're not familiar with the industry, you're learning. Like any other industry, you really don't know what to expect once you get out into the field. You're going to hear all type of outlandish numbers, man, all types of numbers. Oh, man, I heard you can make 22 a week. I heard you can make, you can make 18 a week. You're going to hear people, "Oh, man, if you get with this lease program, you can make 35 a week." You're going to hear all these types of numbers, man. But at the end of the day, it's all going to boil down to that first job you get, okay? And it's all going to boil down whether you choose to go over the road or local. Whether you go over the road or local, that will affect how much you're going to be making your first year. Now, you don't have to go over the road to make money. Listen, I'm a local guy now. I bear witness to the fact that a lot of these local guys are making, on average, more money than a lot of guys who don't even come and see their family, man. Like, to be honest, man, a lot of these companies that's over the road, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth going over the road anymore. It's not the 80s. It's not the 80s, man. Early 90s, man. Being away from your family for 2 weeks at a time, 3 weeks at a time or more. Man, they not cutting that. They not cutting that check like they used to, man. Listen, I run with local guys. I talk to local guys every day, man. Listen, man, we trust it. We making over 1,000 a week. No question. Coming home every night. Now, some of us making 17, some of us making 13, some of us, might be making 15. Even with car hauling, I know people who come home every night, they making 18. I was doing car hauling at one time. You know what I mean? Good week, $2,000. But don't get confused by that number. You probably not going to be able to get those type of jobs when you first come in. I just want to give you that local game, man. Like, you don't have to go over the road. Don't think you got to go away from your family to be a truck driver. I'm team local, man. I'm team local. I shout out to my OTR guys. I've done it for a couple years, being OTR regional. I've done it. Shout out to y'all, man. You know, some people know how to make it work. That's another thing. But some people know how to make it work. But let's get into it. Let's just get into it, man. I know I'm dragging on, but let's get into it. Okay, your first year, just say you come out of school, depending on the company you go to. Most companies probably gonna be first year, you don't really know how to make the money. You ain't really got your you ain't got your stamina up for the driving yet, man. You know, you're gonna be, you know, stopping all the time, stuff like that. You don't know, you know, you still learning how to trip plan. So you're not really getting the best loads. You the new driver, not getting the best loads. Let's say you go over the road. You just say you go over the road. I would say expect between weekly. I want to be honest, man. Expect between 6 to maybe 9 a week. 6 to 9 a week at the most. 650, 6 and change to about 9 a week. First year. I'm talking about straight out of school. You know what I mean? Listen, man. Let's keep it a buck, man. You got people who getting degrees who ain't touching that. Ain't even touching that coming out. Ain't touching no 8, 9, 7 a week. Cause you could, I mean, 6 is low, man. If you get a crappy job, man, that's more than likely, man. You probably get some connects, probably start networking, and somebody might put you on to something that at least pay you around like 7, 8 a week. You know, and if you hustle and bustle a little bit, 9. You know what I mean, right? I'm just trying to give you realistic numbers so you won't get out here thinking you're gonna be a millionaire, man, coming out the gate. First 6 months, man, you out with a company. You with a company that takes chances, so they're not paying much, so because they hiring guys straight out of school, stuff like that. These flipping the truck over, hitting bridges and all that type of stuff. So they gotta put that money into paying for that type of stuff. So they not paying top dollar because they're bringing out students straight from school, man. Second year, if you savvy, man, and you looking and you know, and you making moves, you networking, you talking to truckers, you talking to people, you making, you know, you got your little trucker posse. All of us got our little trucker posse that we on the phone with. We learning about jobs and stuff like that. Let's take it from 9 to 1,100. Roughly, give or take, man. People not gonna agree. I'm just going off of my experience. Roughly 9 to 1,100 a week. Boom. And that's if you say, all right, I'm gonna be regional instead of being like OTR. Regional, coming home every weekend at least. 9, 1,100. All right, by now, man, you should have a few buddies that you chopping it up with on the road. Hey, man, you heard about this company? Yeah, man, I heard about that company, man. They what's the numbers on that? Boom, man, I know about this local company. It's your second year. I know about this local company, man. Boom. You know, this local company, they paying, you know, and they doing 12 a week. And man, you make about 12 a week, $23. They starting off at $23 an hour, $22 an hour. They do overtime at the 50. Because in trucking, the work week is 70 hours, not 40. So after 50, a lot of companies do overtime. So you're like, oh man. Oh yeah, they hiring? Yeah, man, throw an application in. You shoot an application over, you get that job. So now you from 11 to 13, if you busting overtime, 13, 14. Now you starting to see 13, 50, 14. You starting to see them type of checks. From there, they start giving you raises. If you're going to go the local route, which I suggest, start giving you raises. Now you start getting, because, you know, I'm local now, my buddy's local. Now you start seeing 13 to to 17 a week. Because especially if you're a young guy, because some red pill stuff, man. You a young guy, you ain't got no kids, man. You should be out here busting 80 hours, man, 75 hours, man. And then trucking, man, you can be learning stuff. Listen, I listen to ebooks in the truck. You can be learning stuff while you in your truck. You can be learning new, skill, knowledge, everything type of stuff, man, while you rolling, man. Listen to podcasts, listening to ebooks, stuff like that, man, while you hustling and bustling. You know what I'm saying? Getting into the paper. So you could be busting from 13, 12, 13, 17 a week, man. You know what I'm saying? And they got some females. They got some females out here who out here local. You got females out here who get into that money too. You know what I mean? Just in case as a young lady or, watching this, man, you got some females getting to that bread on that local tip, running fuel, all types of stuff, man. Cars. I've seen females running cars, all types of stuff, man. But this is a nice video. This is roughy, give or take, man. You're going to hear people say different. You're going to hear people that all I can do is go off of my experience and the experiences that me and my colleagues, me and my buddies, man, we chop it up on this trucking tip. I got a buddy, man. Listen, we chop it up. We chop up these numbers every day. We hear a company. We chop and we crunch the numbers every day, man. Because we try and get to this paper. I'm thinking about making another move next year. I'm thinking about it. But I'm thinking, next year, because I got to keep getting to that paper, man. We on a 6-figure mission in this trucking. You know what I mean? We on a 6-figure mission with the trucking alone. And we going to look at things on the side. You know what I'm saying? And I've been studying other things on the side for like a year, man, while I've been trucking. I've been studying other things, other markets, while I'm studying for like a year, man, and some change, man. So we ain't perfect, but we moving, man. We got to keep it moving. You know what I mean? So shoot me a comment. You want another video? This your boy Auto Chris, aka the Red Pill Trucker, man. Listen. I'm just trying to, give you the truth, man, based on my experiences, man. Shoot me a comment, subscribe, man, like it. Got any questions, man? Got any critiques, man? Shoot it, man. It is what it is, man. I ain't worrying about none of you guys' critiques, man. Like I ain't worrying about it. I take it, I answer, but I ain't tripping, man. Send your critiques, send your disagreements, man. It is what it is, man. I live in the real world, man. I ain't tripping. Peace.